Hi, Katharine. Never have I read such irony as you currently kicking off over on X about the fact that people have been racist under a picture that you posted. Now, to be honest, I also don't know any responsible head teachers who would be posting a class photo on X, especially if you know that you've got a following from a largely very right-wing conservative background. I'm not going to show the picture because, as I say every time I do a video to you, I don't understand why somebody in your position would ever be posting pictures of children online anyway. However, that aside, the group that you put up are very diverse and no surprise at all, given the clientele left on X, a lot of them have very strong feelings about it. So basically, the people that you usually love to attract are now calling you out. Great to see you being protective of your children in retrospect, but actually you shouldn't have put their picture up in the first place. What this person wrote to you was abhorrent and I completely condemn it. I've tried to cover it up with my head, but people will get the gist of it. However, you made a Faustian pact with the devil when you decided that you would be a far-right conservative, didn't you, Katharine? And sadly, when you play cards with the devil, you don't always like the cards that they deal you. And whilst I've always maintained that actually you're not very bright, even though you might be running an amazing school, I find it staggering that you think the people that are making the racist comments are the left wing, whereas in reality, if you look at their timelines, it's the right wing supporters that you normally try to attract. You see, they love you because of statements like this. But then when I was looking for this headline, I found this. An old spat that you had with Jess Phillips over the same sort of thing, really. But then it got really interesting. It turns out Bridget Phillipson had stood up and defended Jess Phillips. Now, as we all know, you've gone on to have some very strong feelings against Bridget, haven't you, Katharine? I just hadn't realised that you'd had a long-standing spat with her because she'd already stood up to you in a previous incarnation in a different role. I guess the harsh lesson for you, Katharine, is when you dance to the devil's tune, don't be surprised when you end up getting burned yourself, as you were.